How to make an easy melon and pumpkin farm in Minecraft. These are the resources you will need for this farm. So anyways, let's get into it. Alright, so first step to this farm is to break yourself a 3-block long line into the ground. So 1, 2, 3. Then you want to place yourself a double chest in the front 2 blocks right here, and then a hopper going into that chest. Then once you've done that, you want to place yourself a temporary block on top of the hopper, and then going in front of the block you want to place yourself a glass block, and then going behind the block you want to place yourself a grass block or a dirt block. Then you can destroy this temporary block. Then once you've done that, you need to expand these blocks by 8 more going both sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then of course do the same with the dirt or the grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're gonna have to place yourself 4 building blocks to the side of this farm and to the other side. So anyways, once you've done this, what you will have to do now is place a water source in each corner, and that water should flow pretty much towards the hopper, but it should not flow on top of the hopper, like this. So what you will have to do once you've made sure the water is flowing like that is to expand the wall we have next to the farm by 1 more block going upwards. Then you will have to head to the back to the dirt right there, and then you will have to place a piston in a corner right there, then a block to the right of the piston, another piston, block, and then just continue like this until you get to the other side. Alright, so once you've gotten to the other side, you should have something that looks like this. So what you will have to do now is expand the wall on the side right here by 1 more block going upwards, and then you will also have to place yourself a row of solid blocks on top of these pistons. So anyways, once you've done this, what you will have to do now is place yourself a redstone torch pretty much in front of the block that's above the piston, if that makes sense. Like this. And since we're going to be planting seeds right here, you will obviously need a form of light source to make sure these can grow even during night and stuff. So to do that, I would recommend you place some torches right here, or if you want to and have the resources for it, you can also place either sea lanterns or a glowstone block right here instead. So the way you decide to light this farm up is fully up to you. Alright, so once you've done that, what you will have to do now is place yourself a redstone dust on top of the block that has the redstone torch on it, like this. And you'll have to do this pretty much above all of the redstone dusts. And then once you've done that, what you will have to do now is place yourself a row of grass going above all of these torches, or dirt. So then simply place yourself a grass block or dirt block right here, and once you place one of those on top of one of the redstone torches, what will happen is that the piston is pushed forward. So anyways, then just expand this to the other side, pistons goes forward and they go back. That means that this is correct. Alright, so now we're pretty much done with the first layer to this farm. Well, kind of. You will obviously have to expand this glass wall going more up, and you will also have to plant the seeds. So what you will have to do is go between these pistons, then hold the ground we have right here, pretty much like this. And then you can choose to either plant melon or pumpkin seeds right here. Now for the first layer I'm going to choose melon, and then I'm going to choose pumpkin for the second one. Then I then just plant yourself some seeds in these, and yeah. Boom.
A few moments later.
Alright, so as you can see, some of the seeds have grown up. So anyways, let's just wait a little bit for a melon to spawn, as you might have just seen, so I can show you how this works. So what will happen is that a melon will spawn on one of these sides, or pumpkin, and then it will be broken by the piston. And obviously what we get will then end up inside this chest. So anyways, now that you know that this farm actually works and how it works, let me show you how to expand it. Now the nice thing about a farm like this is that you would expand it upwards instead of over the ground. So anyways, to expand it, what you will have to do is simply just obviously expand the glass up firstly to be at the same level with the rest of the farm. Then you will of course have to build yourself a 2-block high wall on the side right here and over here. So pretty much this wall should be 1 block above this dirt, and then you will have to do the same thing you did under. So start with the pistons, place a piston in a corner, then a solid block, another piston, solid block, piston, etc, etc. And then once we've done this, expand this wall going all around the farm by 1 more going upwards. Then place yourself a redstone torch right here, so pretty much in front of the block that's above the piston. Then the redstone dust on top of the block that has the redstone torch on it. Then place yourself a light source pretty much in between all redstone torches, like for example a torch. But anyways, once you've done this, you can now place yourself another layer of grass above her if you obviously want to expand the farm even more going upwards. And then you would of course have to expand this glass. Now you're almost done expanding this going upwards, but we have one important step to do. How can you hold this land if there is no water here? Well, let me show you. Now there's a couple of ways you can add water, and the main way I like to do it is by jumping into the farm and then finding where the hopper is, and then where the hopper is I'll place myself a sign right here, another right here, and another right here in kind of like a V shape. And then I'll place myself a water source right here. So this water source should be pretty much in front of this block right here. That's right above where we have the hopper. And what we can do now is hoe all this land and allow ourselves to plant whatever seeds we want here. Now another thing you can do is also head to the side right here, then I believe you will need to break out this block, and then you can place a water source inside here with, for example, a sign right here or a solid block right here. That is fully up to you. So you can also do that if you want to. Or what I like to do to make sure all the crops are fully watered at all times, I like to have both water on the side and of course water right here. So anyways, now the farm is ready to have more seeds planted, so what you can do is pretty much just plant more seeds, and for this second part I'm going to use pumpkin seeds. And then you will of course have to expand this glass upwards to make sure the pumpkins and stuff are not pushed off to the side. Alright, so now that you have expanded this going upwards, what you can do now is pretty much just keep expanding this however much you want. So yeah, what you will have to do is pretty much just copy the step we did for the second one. So you know, you're gonna have to expand these blocks by 2 more going upwards, then add pistons and blocks, then another layer of blocks going all around her, redstone torches, light source in between, redstone dust above the redstone torches, then a row of blocks above the torches and stuff, expand the glass, add more water, then hoe the land and plant your desired seed. And boom, if you just want to have 3 layers, now the farm is done, and you can of course add more if you want to. So what I can do now is just head to the top, and if I want to say that this farm is done, I can simply just cover up the top right here, building a roof pretty simply like this.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I've been standing AFK for a little bit, but if we now look into the chest, as you can see, we've gotten plenty of melons and quite a few pumpkins. Now the pumpkins obviously started growing lastly, which is why we have less of that, and we also have less pumpkins because we have 2 floors dedicated to melons. So yeah, anyways guys, that is it for this one, and yeah, I hope you found this helpful. So anyways, if you have any questions about how this works or anything like that, feel free to leave them down below and I'll try to answer your questions as quickly as possible. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.